All right, Bhoomika. How are you?
I am amazing. I'm all colored up.
Okay.
So-
I just saw the event. It's quite lovely.
Yes.
Yeah. So actually, I had a conversation with you before this, and we have been in touch for a while. So I really wanna ask you, how did you transition from MBBS science student to into art and passionate person?
Well, honestly, it wasn't a transition from MBBS to art.
Okay.
Art has just been something that's always existed in my life. MBBS maybe was an intrusion that came in the middle.
Okay.
So
It's like a detour in between.
Exactly, it was a detour
Okay.
in between. So it took me a while to figure out that choosing an occupation that makes you happy is a lot more important than choosing an occupation that will make other people happy.
Yes.
So choosing art as a profession, as something that I wanted to pursue further, was a very easy choice to make.
Yeah, that's really wonderful, man. So, did you face any kind of backlash when you're taking this decision?
Oh, always. It's not even from the people who are closest to me because they understand that art plays a really important role in my life. It's always from strangers who will be very quick to say, why did you waste an MBBS seat?
Yes.
So
MBBS is like a prestigious thing in India, I
Exactly.
feel, yeah.
So even if you go through the comments under my reels, you will see at least 2 or 3 of them going, oh no, I'm sorry, but this is a waste of an MBBS seat.
Oh.
So I think people are very quick to judge.
Yeah.
People are very quick to say MBBS students can't have fun. We see so many
Exactly.
students getting suspended for making reels. But they always turn a blind eye when an MBBS student will come to them and say, I am depressed, I am so done, I'm tired of backlogs, I'm tired of attendance issues. So there's a big bias that you can see amongst every single person.
Okay.
So the backlash might not come from the people around me
Okay.
who are closest to me, but the backlash will always come from a stranger who doesn't know me,
Okay.
but will for the sake of their own conscience say that
Okay.
becoming a doctor is more important because it will benefit
Yes.
them.
Yeah. So, what about your family? Were they good with that, or were they just had to agree with you?
Not at all. My family has been very supportive throughout this journey. Both my parents are actually doctors.
Okay.
So
okay.
coming from family of doctors, when they are saying yes, you have to follow the path that you want to walk on, I should probably take their
Yeah.
advice on it.
Actually, so anyone artistic from your family? Something you picked that from?
I think my dad is pretty artistic in his own ways. It might not show in the way of creating a painting as intricate as the murals that we do, but when it comes down to engineering and architecture, man will pull every stunt possible to make someone else's life easier.
That's really nice. So growing up, let's go deep in between your education. So were you encouraged in schooling or your high school, as well as when you're growing up? Were you given much more freedom to be creative, or were you like pushed into same line the typical Indian kid was pushed into?
Honestly, I grew up with my grandparents and they have been my biggest support system from day one.
Okay.
My grandpa would run around the entire city trying to find one stationery shop at 9:30 at night just because I would need white acrylic paint to finish a painting.
Okay.
So most grandparents would probably wake up their grandchildren to make them work out, exercise, say okay, no, jaldi utho. But my tata would wake me up at 5 in the morning so that I could sit and watch Mad on Pogo.
Oh, that's mad. Even I used to watch, but
Exactly.
never
I feel
tried
like
the
he was a
painting or anything.
There'd be this one segment called Big Picture where he would pick up the most random things and create Amitabh Bachchan's face or Sachin Tendulkar's face.
That's lovely, man. I miss that show
exactly,
actually.
right? My grandparents and I would sit together early in the mornings and reminisce about it and say someday I'm going to do something like this as well.
Okay.
So when I had that kind of a support system, it was pretty easy for me to pursue art even in school because I'd always have what I would need.
Yeah.
And my school teachers were also very quick to understand that I had a talent which had to be nurtured.
That's
because
nice,
they would, how we'd make those projects and files in school.
Yeah, I remember.
Most people would print it out or,
Yeah, I was that person.
Yes. I would go the extra mile to use coffee powder to make sure my history paper looked like it was old parchment sheets.
Oh, man.
So the teachers would always know
Yeah.
that okay, she can do something better. So obviously I was on every art committee and slowly they started sending me to state level competitions, national level competitions. I've won around 83 awards so far. So it's been a good run. and I'm actually very thankful for my school teachers as well.
Wow, that's nice, man. I wish I was encouraged at that such an age, man.
I was good at studies, okay? Like, I'm not bragging, but
Okay.
I was good at studies. So they were like, okay, kar legi kuch bhi.
No, that's nice, that's nice. You're a multi-talented, actually, I feel.
Thank you.
So if you have to give credit to whatever you're doing or what you're following on, whom would you dedicate it to?
First and foremost, of course, to my tata. He passed away 6 months ago.
Oh,
But none of this would be possible if he did not step up
okay.
every part of the way and say, no, I think you can do it. I think I can help you do it in any tiny way possible. So I cannot express my gratitude enough for that man.
I guess you can express through your art, I feel like. Art is, I feel, beyond expression, I feel.
Yes, definitely.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah.
Every single mural that I've created, ultimately I would dedicate to my grandfather. We've painted over 86 walls just in the short course of 1 year from last year.
Yes.
Before we did the Starry Night and Airlines, we had a trial run for the Starry Nights above my house in my terrace.
Oh,
So he'd been sick for a while,
okay.
and out of all the murals that we've done, the only mural that he's seen is the mural that we did in his own house on his terrace.
That's really sweet.
So that's one thing that hurts a lot whenever I think about creating murals and dedicating it to him, because he never got to see what I actually had done outside. But yeah, the memory of him still stays alive in that one trial run Starry Night mural
In
on
your
top
art,
of my house.
his memory stays in your art.
Exactly.
I can say that. One more thing, jumping into a little bit more serious tone. Since I'm a business student, what fascinated me is like how you manage to organize something more artistic and creative spectrum into very structured way. See, 1 year, 86 murals in one city, doing good work to government schools, building a team, community, events every weekends. It's a huge planning and great operational skills. So who is the brains behind it, and how do you guys manage it, and how did you make it in a very structured way?
So there's a lot of nepotism involved, to be very honest.
Okay.
It is me, my partner Karthik, who's also my co-founder. So he also has a marketing background. Like, he didn't study MBA, but he's been in the marketing field for as long as he can remember, and he has his own startup
That's
for
equal
it
to an
as well.
MBA, I personally
Exactly.
can
I
tell,
feel like it's more about the experience than actually
Yes,
studying
yes.
about it. But apart from my partner, I also have my best friend Joel. So he is actually an MBA student from Christ.
Okay.
So both of them would come together and give me both their experience and all of their, book smart knowledge.
Okay.
And say, I think if you do this, this can be more profitable.
Okay.
And not just you're creating art, but also you can sustain through your art way.
Okay.
So it was very important for me to have this triangle of one creative head, one book smart MBA head, and one, I will talk to everyone and make sure I am here for you and all the logistics are sorted out kind of a person. So this one triangle has helped me balance and create Creetibeti into a company.
Yes.
Which isn't just, one artist struggling every day to create.
Exactly, yeah. I really was amazed by how you're making it sustained.
Yes.
See, I feel like being artistic and creative is good. It is necessary. But sustainability is something a lot of artists give up on.
Exactly.
That's the only point they give up, they let their paintbrush down.
Yeah.
Okay, but it's not sustainable now. I need to make a living.
So I think that comes from the mindset of the people around us as well. Most people, so when someone asks me what I do for a living and I tell them I'm an artist, they say, no, but what do you really do for a living?
Exactly, yeah.
So when the people around you don't respect the art that you create, and art can never be a sustainable profession, because art is never respected as a profession.
Exactly, yeah.
From a very young age, they give you an art period. Every week, you'll have 7 math classes, but you'll have exactly 1 art period on Wednesday.
Yes.
So it's always seen as a hobby. It's not seen as a career opportunity.
For me, it was elective. If you want to take art, you take. Don't take it.
Yeah, which is, I don't think it's a fair thing to do to something that can make you feel so much more than solving a math equation.
Yes.
So sustainability only comes in, a lot of artists, if you look at artists outside the country, I respect it to a level where they're as rich as doctors. There are paintings that are being sold for millions and millions of dollars.
Yes, exactly.
Paintings that are sold and are shred apart and are still sold for millions of dollars just
Yeah.
because of the name of the artist.
Yes, exactly.
But over here it's not the same. It's what you've created and is it aesthetically appealing, and where it is. If you create a mural of, let's say, a spaceship or an astronaut on the streets, people will pee over it.
Yeah, man.
People create murals of a god or a goddess saying, okay, at least people won't throw garbage, or at least someone, won't come sleep in front of my house. So the whole art of creating murals as a whole has been reduced down to a final step of precaution or a final step of aesthetics.
Exactly.
So when people start treating art as an integral part of their architectural design, as an integral part of being, an integral part of their mental health, is only when you will see art flourishing in our country.
Okay. That's really nice how you put it, That's why I love to have conversation with artists. You guys get most creative answers I can find. So speaking about the art, so you wanna, I don't know if I can call you a indie artist, or you want to transit into much more mainstream artist, like with an art gallery on canvas, or you wanna make our beautiful city even beautiful?
Well, currently I am looking at the big picture. So I want to keep working on murals. I want to create murals of substance.
Okay.
I want to create murals that people will look at and go, that's interesting, and will actually stand there and look at the mural for at least for 5 seconds and say, I think I want a picture in front of it.
That's nice.
Instead of just passing by something and saying, okay, cool.
How do you get these leads of, you have done in 1 year this amazing number you have done, even for artistic perspective. So how do you generate your leads?
Most of our leads are word of mouth.
Okay.
Because we believe in quality, we believe in giving you quality in a limited amount of time.
Okay.
So the team is amazing, the people are amazing, the work we give out is amazing as well. So when that comes into play, word of mouth is a very big deal. So once the client is happy, they refer us to 5 more clients. That is basically how we've been getting a lot of traction. But apart from that, having a social media presence is extremely important as well. So a random person scrolling through our Instagram might just get inspired and say, maybe I want a mural as well. So our Instagram, our social media presence has improved a lot, quite considerably from 2-3 years ago.
Okay.
So it's been driving a lot of traffic towards us as well.
That's really nice. How did you build this team? Because it's not very easy to pull people for these kind of things. How did you build it?
Building a team, again, obviously the core team is me, my partner and my best friend. And the rest of the team is somehow related in one way or another to all of us. So we have Joe's best friend, he's a teacher, so a few of his students join us. I have my junior who's a very important part of the team, Tanvi, whom I train personally so that she can also take part and create.
Exactly. She does an amazing work.
She's amazing at what she does. So there's Tanvi, there are a few students of Rishi, there's Karthik's friends who come in, drop by to help us with creating content. So there's always, the team is very secluded because I need to work with people that I trust.
Yes, exactly.
So the people that connect with us,
so you trust your inner circle more.
Yes, my inner circle is very important. Having a friend circle that is supportive is so important, especially when you're venturing out of your comfort zone to create something. Very important.
So what was going on in your mind when you're making this leap of faith into this artistic world? See, I know you didn't had any kind of backlash from your family. They were very supportive. That's really lucky of you. Not many people do get that. Self-introspection is something everyone goes through every day. And I feel like everyone, when they're taking this big step, they be very conflicted whether to do this or not. So did you have any harsh experience when you're starting out with the people or clients?
It's very common to have harsh experiences
that's
with clients, mostly because, as I told you, not a lot of people respect art and not a lot of people know the value behind art. There are so many clients who have approached us saying, Asian paints will do square feet ka 25, why can't you do it in 35? And we are just spellbound. We're like, we're not painters. We are.
Did someone say actually
artists.
This, Asian paints?
We've had around 8 or 9 clients come up to us and say, If you call Asian Paints and tell them to do design, they do it at 25 rupees.
Oh yeah.
Why are you quoting such a high price?
Were they corporate clients?
No, never. Corporate clients are actually very easy and well going.
Oh,
To be honest.
What is the one advice you would give for the any 20-year-old girl or guy who want to start his career or follow his passion of art? What suggestions would you give him?
Firstly, I would say it is definitely not easy. When people are investing in you, regardless of the competition, regardless of the support that you have, it is very important to be amazing at what you do.
Okay.
So keep practicing, make sure your craft is unbeatable.
So standing up to your skill, being
and perfecting your skill.
Yeah, perfecting your skill. Following your heart at the end of the day.
Yes.
Okay. You want to say anything else to the viewers? You can look at the camera and just say.
It's been a long ride. It's been a tough ride. A ride where I've given my blood, sweat and tears, but only because I was stuck in med school. Everything got better, everything got easier, everything got happier and lighter once I chose my passion and shifted my mindset and moved and pursued my field, pursued art and my field. So don't give up on your dreams. Make sure you're doing something that makes you happy at the end of the day, because when you go to bed, just don't have any regrets of the days that you wasted behind you.
Alright, that's wonderful, guys. I always say this in every. I don't have to give a message to you guys. It's really lovely talking to you, man. It's painting with you. Making me paint for the first time. That's really amazing.
You were amazing at it.
Yeah, thank you. Can you say that again, louder a bit?
You were amazing at painting a wall today.
Thank you. Yeah. That's about. I really quite enjoyed working with your team. The event is lovely. I hope I come, drop by sometime whenever you have an event,
Definitely.
Yeah. This time without the camera, then I properly enjoy your event.
Yes.
Alright, let's cut it.
Done.
It's quite lovely.
Thank you so much.
Yes.